So we got to bring in one of the experts now to talk about the Commanders potentially signing Von Miller. We've heard all the reports. We think it's going to
Yeah.
happen. Shawn, this is a big name who has, his resume is impeccable. We're talking about a future Hall of Famer. What does he immediately add to this defense?
Well, one of the things we talk about on that defense is brotherhood and bringing in the
Mm-hmm.
right chemistry and the right people. We talk about what Bobby has brought with his leadership and with adding some of the young guys and how he's helped Frankie Lavou. And when you think of Von Miller, you think about a veteran guy who has done a lot, right? He
Mm-hmm.
was a monster at Denver. Then even later in his career, as he went to Buffalo, he's still productive. And I think the leadership from the start is the first thing I think about. Adding another veteran in our locker room and the defensive front, that room is just tremendous to have a guy like that with so much experience to help a lot of the young guys.
Yeah, what does it do when you have another gold jacket in there besides Bobby Wagner? You touched on it, but you walk in, you're like, oh, this is how we're doing things now.
Respect. I think I
Yeah.
think I think the word you use is respect. Another thing, Jinx, is um, when you feel like you bringing in a guy like Von Miller, and people might question, like, well, he's not as the Von Miller of old. Well, no,
Sure.
no, Hall of Famer this late in his career is the guy we saw when he was getting like 20 sacks a year, 15 sacks a
Right.
year, but he's still very productive, and the respect that you will feel from the team and what they give him, but mostly like everybody in the league knows a healthy Von Miller can show up in a big moment. He might not give
Mm-hmm.
you 15 sacks a year, but in the NFC playoff game, he can give you two, right?
Right.
And he
Right.
can make plays. He can make plays when needed. When you need a big play, and at times last year, I felt like we were looking for that guy. And we saw spurts of defense. We saw some players, Mikey made some interceptions in the playoff, and, Frankie and Bobby and the guys up front were making plays. But we were always looking for who's that guy up front that can give us that critical sack when,
Yeah.
when we need it. And that could be Von Miller. That could be the guy we're looking for.
And when you have a talent like that, I think you put it perfectly. Like he's not going to go out and play like he did 6, 7 years
Right.
ago, but in a big moment late in the game, how much does
Mm.
that free up the rest of your guys on your defense if maybe you can get a rush with four or five guys up front?
Exactly. Now you don't have to generate the rush through pressure and blitz and putting people on an island. You know that Vaughn can make it happen to play in zone. You can sit back in a little bit more coverage. You can play a little more two safety high defense. You can play cover two, and Vaughn can make a play in cover two. But the biggest thing is the respect that you guys. It's Von Miller, man. Like you're
Right.
playing against him, and there's no tackle, left tackle, or right tackle, or young guard that's in the league who hadn't been playing Madden or playing in the league or something. You've seen you've seen what this guy could do. So it's he earned that respect, and he will continue to get that respect, and he'll make plays.
And also, how much does it help when you have that familiarity? And I say that because Adam Peters was in Denver when they drafted Von Miller in the first round. So I like that connection where the
Yeah.
man running the show knows exactly who he's getting. I mean, we all know, but he especially knows. Adam does.
And Adam does, and what it shows is Adam is willing to do what he recognizes that well, we're close, and
Hmm.
this is another piece that can make us. We got Debo Samuel on offense, and we're going to pick up a little Von Miller here, a different guy with a skill set here and there that can make a difference on the team, and that a lot of respect in the locker room. Like he's been spot on since he's been in Washington. We couldn't. I mean, Jaden Daniels might have been the pick of the draft, right? No one expected this guy to come out and be a top 5 quarterback, and then picking up Debo and Frankie Lavou in free agency, and Mike Sanistrill, and Jones in free agent. All the guys. I mean, he's doing everything right in how you build the team the right way, and he's willing to do what it takes. Him and the staff, they just dialed
Yeah.
in together, man.
And it's very low risk. Do you know what I mean? This is not like a
Yeah.
monster deal where you're bringing someone in where you're affecting the cap. Like anything you get from him at whatever this deal is a huge bonus at this point.
And it is a huge bonus, and that's where we are. Obviously, we got some contracts that we got to figure out here in Washington. But you're talking about a guy that's the challenge is trying to figure out how do we attract him to Washington, because a guy
Yeah.
like Von Miller at this point in his career could say, I want to go play for somebody I know that's going to, deep into the playoffs for the
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl. For him to feel like he can come here to the Commanders and be part of this organization, I mean, he's looking around and is like, you know what? I believe in. I see something in this
Yeah.
organization. This is a team, I want to go to. Like if I'm gonna put my body on the line this late in my career, I want to go try to get a ring, right? So he
Right.
sees something in this organization, in this team, and these players that he feels that he can contribute and help win.
I think that's such a good point because 3 or 4 years ago, he's not coming to DC. You know what I mean?
Right. No. No, not at all.
Like, not at all.
Not at all.
Like it's not a consideration.
Right.
And now it's,
Right.
I want another win in a big game because we're talking about a Super Bowl MVP. We're talking about a guy who went to LA and got a ring. And isn't that the hope here where he does for Washington what he did for the Rams, which is make those big plays and lead this team down the stretch, be a part of this defense that hopefully steps up this season?
Exactly. That, and he knows that. He knows his role. And you talk about low risk for the organization, but that's a guy who understands that, you know what, my job may be just come in and make a play or two here when needed.
Right.
It's not a lot of pressure for me. Like I got to lead the team. When you think about him in his early years, especially at Denver, it was like he's facing double teams. He's facing everybody, sliding the line his way. But now it's like, okay, I'm on a pretty good defense. And there's other guys across me. There's some guys who can blitz. There's some guys who can drop. There's some guys who can cover. So I can get a little more time in the back end. So I can just get in there and make a few plays.
And, if you look at his time in Buffalo, not as productive, but also he was really banged up. So I'm curious to see what a motivated Von Miller can do if he stays healthy. Then he could really surprise us.
Well, you think about it, when you think about, and we go out to, and we got training camp coming up, but you go out to practice and there's a high energy, great environment to be with, and those guys are all over the place. But one of the things that I noticed, like DQ, he takes care of the veterans. They know what they're getting. And, they do a wonderful job of just saying, you know what, Bobby, we know when you're out there, you're 100%, but does Bobby need to go full speed every practice at this point in his career?
No.
Or Von Miller, like, hey, man, it's, that's the sign of a very mature organization that's very comfortable in their scheme, their players, their locker room, their organization. I mean, I don't, it's just totally different seeing this organization in last 2 years. It's crazy. So Von Miller knows I'm going to a player-friendly coach that's going to look out for me, man. I'm going to go play with DQ. Joe Witt know what it is.
It's going to be crazy to look out there and say, oh, yeah, there's Bobby Wagner. There's Von Miller. Look at all these young studs. And hopefully it comes together and this team makes another run. We're about to find out here with training camp get underway. The man knows his defense. So we had to get his thoughts on Von Miller and the reports he's coming to D.C. Shawn Spring. Shawn, good to see you, man. Coming up on the Get Loud podcast, we will rank, or at least we'll just talk about.
I hate lists.
I know you hate lists.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the quarterbacks in the NFC East.
Yeah, we can do that.
We got a Washington legend.
Ricky Sanders, the posse.
And since we're talking about receivers, might as well throw in the best Washington receivers of all time.
Top 5 or top 6?
Let's go top 6.
All right, let's do it.
How you doing, guys? It is the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek, the official primary ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. Find tickets to Commanders games and more at SeatGeek. My man, Fred Smoot.
How you doing, Jinx?
I'm doing
How
well.
was your weekend, brother?
My weekend was great. Spent some time with the girl, did a little putt-putt.
Yeah.
And then during the week, went up to Baltimore for a little concert, like 24 hours up and back.
You know what? That's what I do love about the DMV. If I ever miss an event, like a concert, a comedy show.
Yeah.
In D.C., I always know it's going to go to Baltimore
Yep.
next, and I can always catch it on the second phase in Baltimore, in Richmond. So,
that's a good call, too.
So I always got a second way to do things. So I never feel forced to do anything when it comes to concerts and comedy shows.
What about you? I know I saw your daughter, who looks exactly like you on television.
Yeah, she was on ESPN too this weekend, hooping in the AAU tournament in Kentucky. It was good to watch my daughter on TV. To see another Smoot on TV really did it for me. A tear almost came down my eye. I mean, just slow motion down there. So just proud of my daughter doing her thing, most definitely. And I just love what's going on with the WNBA right now. Like women's sports as a whole.
Fantastic.
Like people not even talking about the fact that the softball league just started. Did you see that?
No.
They just started a pro softball league with the best softball players in the world. My mama grew up, she played softball every weekend.
I bet she could play, too.
Yeah, she could play. And the softball league is starting now. And I was like, you know what? Women's sports is really coming into the forefront right now.
Oh, absolutely. And well-deserved and long time coming. And it's like high-level stuff, too.
No, it's high-level stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's about time we paid attention to the ladies' sports.
And it's nice to have it during the summertime, too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
most definitely. Because they get the crowd to themselves, all right? Because, you have to share with baseball.
Right.
And I have to say this about baseball. Baseball hot is fish grease right now.
It is.
This home run derby, is it tonight?
It's tonight.
Yeah,
I mean, this will air on Friday.
Well, Monday, the home run derby. James Wood in that thing. And I was so mad that the fans didn't vote him in first wave of all-stars.
Yeah.
It took the coaches to do it. Come on, Nationals fans. Let's get it right.
Right.
Let's get it right. And we took a lot of flack from that first-round draft pick we did last time.
Yeah, I mean, he was very good player.
Yeah.
Just that when you looked at the projected top picks, he was not one of them. He's only 17.
Yeah, he's only 17, but that's what baseball does, don't it? They like to get you young to have you more years inside the system, right?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Well, we'll have some young guys. We'll have some old guys. We'll have some vets, guys in the middle of their careers, right here in Ashland because, training camp, it's like you said right before we went on. It's not here, but it's here.
It's here. Training camp is here right now. Teams are finna start to check in, and once you check in, this is what we did hate. When we seen Hall of Fame game on our schedule,
oh, yeah.
that means you got the first preseason game.
Yeah.
So y'all got to be the first two teams to go to training camp. We hated it.
Oh, I bet.
Like, I know the fans enjoy it because it's the first signal of football is back.
Yep.
But to us, the veterans, the older players, we see Hall of Fame game, we just shake our head. And I think we played in the Hall of Fame game 3 times.
Plus, does anybody want to play in that game, honestly?
All right, put it like this. It's good because we back.
Right.
All right. It's good because, and plus now they only get 3 games.
Yeah.
All right. So that's the 4th game.
Yeah.
So that brings in a full preseason. We like it because it's a chance to put on that jersey again. It's a chance to get out there with your teammates, but it's still preseason.
Yeah.
You know how us veterans feel about preseason.
Yeah, you just want to get to it.
I want to get to the nitty gritty.
Right.
I want my tackles to count, Jinx. I don't want the one thing I always hated about preseason games, because I got a couple picks in these games, and as I was running, I was like, it don't count. It don't count. Like, so I'm running
matter.
with the ball, like, it don't count. I might as well just
You're
run
like
out.
slowing down and sliding at the 20. Like, never mind.
Yeah, it doesn't count. It looks good.
Right.
But it doesn't count. So, yeah, we try to get through the preseason as fast as possible. It's not one of our favorite things.
Well, when it's preseason, there's all sorts of rankings that comes out and all sorts of lists. Like, this is list season. So
It is list season.
it is list season. It's one after the other.
And guess what? I'm so just tired of it. Like, everybody comes with these artificial lists. Right.
Right. Like, even the NFL right now is counting down the top 100 players, and they're releasing 2 a day.
What are you talking about?
Slow,
the slow burn.
It's slow burn. Number 81. Like,
oh my God.
Okay.
Like, come on.
Right.
And in totality, you really can't rank us. It's not an independent game. This is not basketball. Like, LeBron James can affect the game more than Patrick Mahomes can. Because if Patrick Mahomes left tackle and left guard stinks, Patrick Mahomes stinks.
Right.
So every time when I look at these, when I look at them, I don't take too much from them.
Okay.
I really don't. Now, I like to grade guys positionally sometime, but other than that, no, I just don't think it's fair. Like, what makes you a better corner than me? Is it the fact that your defensive end has 17 sacks and mine has 3?
Yeah.
Like, that don't make you a better corner than me, but you look better on paper than I do. So
Right.
I don't know about this grading curve. I don't. So you never see me turn in a list. Like, I never do lists because I just don't think in football, when it's 22 people on the field at one time, you could just be ranking people.
Can you at least rank the quarterbacks in the NFC East?
If I had to rank them now.
If you had to.
All right. Right now,
I like how you're like, I don't do lists. I was like, let's make a list.
Let's make a list. All right, now you threw me right under the bus. Now he's making lists. I don't get married. Now I'm married. All right, check this out. The best thrower of the ball in the NFC East is Jaden Daniels.
Sure is.
The best runner of the football is Jaden Daniels. That makes him the number one quarterback.
He's the best quarterback.
All right. The next is the Super Bowl winning quarterback, Jalen Hurts. And you ask me, why would y'all put this young guy before him? I think Jalen throws the ball with more precision and anticipation than he does. All right. I think Jalen is a more dangerous runner.
He's more dynamic.
Yes. He's not one-sided as a bit. At 3, Dak Prescott.
Yep.
At 4, Russell Wilson / Jameis Winston.
I was going to say, you going to get Jameis?
Listen, I love me some Jameis
Love
Winston.
Jameis.
Like, listen to me. I ain't loved a player like this since, listen. Jameis actually is a starter in this league. I legit started in this league. But he's just so ignorant that they don't want to let him live.
I've never seen someone he is the consummate, brilliant one play. What are you thinking the next? But it's like you'll see him, he'll go for 2 picks, 2 touchdowns, or 3 touchdowns, no picks. Next game, 3 picks, no touchdowns. Like, he's just all over the place.
But it's 5,000 yards. Like, he going to drop 5,000 yards. J-Bo going to put that ball out there. He reminds me of Brett Favre with not a long leash.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Brett retired as the all-time lead interception leader. You know that, right? You know, I've picked off Brett Favre more than I picked off any quarterback in the league.
Right? Oh, I didn't know that.
I've picked him off a billion times, all right? But Brett had a leash. Because you know what? He's a gunslinger. And there's a gunslinger, and he's going to make mistakes. They don't give Jameis that leash. But it's the same player. It's the same exact player. And I think before this year over with, Jameis is going to have a 5-6 game start for the Giants.
You think so? I think they want Jackson Dart to start so badly. Reportedly, he's looked really good.
No. And I think Jackson Dart is going to be a good player. Russell is different. Everybody knows this.
Yeah.
Jameis is more down to earth. So I'm thinking
people love Jameis.
By half season, like Jameis gonna have the post of the locker room, if you know what I mean. And that's a real thing. I've been in locker rooms where my rookie year.
Okay.
My starting quarterback was Jeff George. But Tony Banks had the heartbeat of the locker room.
I started to say, because Jeff George was not, from what I understand, incredible arm, but people didn't relate to him at all.
Listen, I love me some Jeff George, a.k.a. the General. Shout out to the General. All right. I love Jeff George because he was the most nonchalant quarterback I have ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Coach Schottenheimer would call the play. I would see the General look to the sideline with disgust and change the whole play.
No.
Oh, yeah. That's why Tony Banks, they put Tony in.
There you go.
Because I want you to run what I called. Jeff George be like, nah, we ain't running that. Come on, guy. Come on down here. We're going to run what I say we're going to run. Like, that was Jeff.
Yeah.
But when I say a cannon for an arm,
oh, my God.
Can whip it, can let it rip. But far as the only thing I think the General was lacking was that true heartbeat of the locker room. Mm-hmm. Like, he was like, I'm going to come to work, I'm going to do my job, I'm going to go home. Quarterbacks can't afford to do that. Yep. They just can't. Every time you see a quarterback be a Lone Ranger, he's probably going to be a backup quarterback at some point in his career.
And you may not like it, but that's part of the job.
That's part of the job. Yeah. Like, when you sign on that leadership, go with the quarterback position. And that's why a lot of quarterbacks don't, how should I say, reach their peak because they don't understand the leadership part. And that's why I'm so, like, just flabbergasted by what Jaden Daniels has done and his leadership. Well, like, he don't go reaching for leadership. He goes asking for it.
And he's unnatural.
Thank you.
You know how some guys just have it in them?
Yes.
Like, you just gravitate to. You're one of those guys.
Yeah.
People just want to be in your orbit, and he's one of those dudes.
He's one of those guys, and they like, where we going, Chief? Like, when you look at a guy like that and say, Chief, where we going? We following you. Like, it's so easy when you got that guy in the room. And Mark Brunell was like that. Mark was a leader. Just come in there, grab the locker room just like that. Yeah. So I had some good quarterbacks that could lead by example. I had some guys that lead with the voice. So it's all different.
Anna found this tweet for us. This is a wild tweet. Anna is here, by the way, in case you guys are wondering.
She's always here.
She's always here.
Yeah.
Would the Commanders have won the Super Bowl last season if Jalen Hurts was their quarterback?
No. We wouldn't even went to the NFC Championship.
No.
He's
How many games did JD5 win? Not on his own, but pretty damn sure close to it.
No. The guy we have is a better thrower. Nobody will combat that.
Right.
And some of the limitations we had last year, I don't think he would have made them not limitations like JD5 did.
Right.
Like if I'm starting to call you a Jedi, all right, that means you playing Jedi mind tricks on people. That means you have a special skill set that a lot of people don't have. All right. Now, let me ask you this. Let's put Jaden Daniels on the Philadelphia Eagles with the best offensive line, the best running back, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. Do they lose a game?
They would have lost one.
No, the first game of the year because they were young.
Here's the thing. They would have been unbelievable with Jaden. But when people say to me, and you know this, if this guy would have played on this team would have gone undefeated. Do you know how many teams go undefeated in the NFL?
Just one.
One.
Just one.
The 72 Dolphins, they played 14 games, and even the Patriots got beaten in the Super Bowl with the Giants.
Let me ask you this then, pair of white legs. What if would Jaden be better at the tush push?
No.
Would they need the tush push?
I don't think they'd run it. Jaden's not big enough.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts is big enough.
Squat 600 pounds.
Yeah, that's another thing where he fits into that Eagles offense and that tush push. I don't think they'd run it.
Yeah.
Jaden could hurt.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't think they run, because I don't think they would need it, because I don't think they'd be having that many 3rd and 1s.
No, they probably wouldn't.
With Jaden Daniels, because if you're running an RPO with Saquon Barkley and Jaden Daniels, as a defense, who are we stopping? To stop one means to open it up for the other one.
Yes.
No, I'm glad he's here.
I mean, Jalen Hurts is an incredible player.
Yeah.
But he also plays with the most talent offensively.
The best roster in football.
The best roster in football.
All right. What if we put my Bulldog brethren, Dak Prescott, on the Eagles? Do they win the Super Bowl, Jinx? Best offensive line, best running back.
They might. But here's the thing. In a big spot,
can he close? Yeah.
Like Dak has all the talent.
Yeah.
He's been very good.
Yeah.
But in a big, because Jalen Hurts was incredible in the Super Bowl.
No, he was incredible in the loss.
Even when they lost.
Yeah.
He had that one fumble, but he was still great then. But when the lights are the brightest, could Dak handle it?
Dakota, you know I'm your guy. You know you my Bulldog brother. I'm going to go out on the line and say, because they got the best offensive line, because their defense with Jalen Carter, I ain't going to tell you, I'm going to say Dak could have closed it. You say he can't.
He probably could, because he wouldn't have to do as much.
Yes.
Right.
Like, it ain't all about me. Mm-hmm. We can run the ball. If we don't run the ball, our defense can go out there and win the game like they did in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Like, the reason they made Patrick Mahomes look like a mere mortal.
They made him look bad.
They made him look like a mere mortal, and that because of their Kansas City Chief offensive line. Mm-hmm. Right? Like, so that's why I say when we ranking players, is it really?
Are you taking everything? Are you taking coordinators into account? Are you taking head coach into account? If Matt Eberflus is my head coach, probably going to struggle.
I stink. Right. All right. What about this? All right. If I'm ranking wide receivers, how am I going to beat Jamar Chase when Jamar Chase done had the same quarterback since college?
Right. And that quarterback happens to be Joe Burrow.
Yes. And they got a relationship that I don't even need to wink at you to change the play.
Oh, well, by the way, you got T. Higgins on the other side.
Okay. Like, yes. If somebody want to make that argument about Justin Jefferson, and I'm like, man, you can't lose with either one of them.
Right.
So it's one of these things. But it's like you said, it's ranking season. So let's play into the rankings and see what they got for us.
Let's pay some bills.
All right. I'm always good with paying bills. That's why it's MWAA. We don't travel to escape life. We travel so life doesn't escape us. We dream of a place anywhere in the world in the blink of an eye. We're there, Spain. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today at flydulles.com/nonstop.
Now that we got that done, also shout out to our friends at Cutwater as well.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
The lime margarita?
Hey, listen.
I'm taking this with me. If you don't take yours, I will take that. I'll take them both home.
I call it a cut day.
A cut day. Oh.
Hey, when I'm drinking on my cut water, I call it a cut day. My homeboy hit me up. What you doing? I'm having a cut day.
Oh.
All right, I'm on this cutty. All right, I'm on this cut water. All right, that's what I'm on.
We're going to be cool right now because we got a Washington legend coming in.
Well, proud of the posse. Ricky Sanders. All right.
As promised, we told you we're going to bring you a Washington great.
Yep.
And we got one right here. Ricky Sanders, the 2-time Super Bowl champion, member of the posse.
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't get enough props for what he brought to the table. I always been one of those guys, very Fred Smoot-like. Don't really get the full love that he deserved. Ricky, thank you for coming in on us, brother.
Hey, no problem, brother. You know, anything for you, man.
Well, Ricky, you know, we were talking actually during this podcast about how when you look back at the guys you play with, obviously you remember the posse and you had your own piece of history when it comes to that. But sometimes there's not enough footballs to go around because there was just so much talent when you look at the guys you were playing alongside.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you got a Hall of Famer, Art Monk, and another future Hall of Famer, Gary Clark, and then myself. It's only one ball. And Joe Gibbs had a tough time trying to disperse that, you know, who to get it to.
Yeah. Hey, take us down through here, Ricky. Take us to the Super Bowl because you blew that game out the water. Take us there because I was talking to Gary Clark and I was like asking him about the slot position. You were playing slot. He was like, I think Ricky was playing H at the time, H-back at the time. What position were you playing in that Super Bowl?
I played all of it. I played. I was X, Y, Z, H, and I did some of them in the running back position. So I was all over the place. You know, I was a punt returner, so I was a kickoff returner. I was like, oh goodness. But my main was H back. That's what I like, the slot position. Mm-hmm. And when I caught that 80-yarder, it was out. I was out there in Z, spread out to the right. You know, it was a run play, and Doug audibled off into a Charlie 10 hitch, and that's mean just take it to the house. I'm gonna throw it up and go get it. And you know, 80 yards later, boy, that sprung the game. We started deep, 35 points after that.
Oh, yeah, it broke the floodgates open. And that's why I was like, because I was trying to go back and rewatch it. And I was like, I can't figure out what position they got him playing right now. But I think that's what I think made you hard to cover because you did play all the positions. Yeah, because I could play H, I could play X, you know, Z, and I would play out of the backfield, you know, and come in. So they never could tell where I'm going to line up. So that was to my advantage.
Ricky, what does it feel like now when you see this team? You know, they brought back the Super Bowl era uniforms that you wore, and there's a strong possibility they go back to the RFK side. It feels like everything is coming full circle, and you were a big part of that.
Yeah, man, I'm excited about it. You know, last year, you know, the way the team played and went up there and beat Detroit. And Detroit, it's like, I think this year is going to be a big factor, and I think the quarterback, I love him, man. He's smart, intelligent, and tough. And, you know, and you got some good receivers with Terry and all the other guys. And defense is strong. So this year is going to be a good year. You know, it's going to be a good test. They got a tough schedule, but I believe this is going to be the year to get over the hump. Hey, Ricky, do you remember when we was in the cafeteria and it was me, you, Art Monk, and Gary Clark sitting at the table? You remember the time I'm talking about? Oh, yeah. when you were talking about your friend that they had one of the players that had to stay with you. Oh, yeah. When we was talking, Big Darryl Gardner I was telling you about. Do you remember I asked you, what would you think happened if the posse with you, Ark, and Gary against me, Darryl Green, and Champ Bailey? You remember us having that conversation? Yeah.
So how do you think that would have turned out? You think y'all would have chopped us up like y'all did everybody else?
Wow, man. I don't know how long y'all career would have went.
I'm sitting here with myself and I'm trying to see who I'm matching up with who. Like, I did well with the taller receivers. So there shall I say I probably would have had to check Art. I don't know how that would have went.
It would be, man. Woo, that would be a good contest right there. I mean, the three of you guys are the true, in my mind, Hall of Famers, all the way to Hall of Famers and great players. And man, you know, Posse and the defense there. If we'd have played together, we probably got a couple more rings.
Oh, way to put us in there, because I ain't even got a wedding ring. I ain't winning it in no way.
Ricky, what's so special about being a part of the posse is that clearly you always have a connection with those guys, and you got to tell Art, I believe, that his jersey was going to be retired this year.
Yeah, we went down and surprised him at his home, and he was excited. You know, Art never get excited, but we got a smile out of him, and he almost cursed. He said, he said, you know, Reverend Art wasn't going to cuss, but he said, God, dog. So yeah, we had a good time, man. Went down there, and the owner, Josh Harris, he went and introduced, and told Art about the deal about that jersey come out. So it was a good time, man. Be down there with Doug Williams, you know, Tim Johnson and Charles Mann were there. So we had a good time.
Yeah. You know, and that's been a long time coming. You would think his jersey would have been retired, but that's what I love about the Harris group and everything that they're doing. They correcting a lot of wrongs, and I think that was long overdue. And you right, Art don't really say much. I crack a smile. We got him to crack a smile at that table down there when we was in the cafeteria, but he rarely crack a smile.
That's it, man. He's a good man. I was fortunate enough to have him as my next door. My locker was right next door to him when I came in, and we bonded well. Never had any fights. Never really, you know, we always was sticking together. And him, Gary, myself, it was just a great unit. You know, yeah. You know, on Monday when you come in, everybody going up to Joe, man. Why'd you give the dog catch 8 balls and we only had 2?
Yeah. Yeah, I can see Coach Gibbs trying to handle all of y'all.
I was trying to get everybody the ball. Yeah, did you play with Joe?
Yes, I was here for Coach Gibbs 2.0. And the funny thing, I was one of the players that kind of called him back into business and asked him to come back a little bit. So, yeah, I got a chance to play for the great Coach Gibbs just like you did. We ain't win no Super Bowl, though, Ricky, but I got to play for the Coach Gibbs.
Hey, just being around it, man, that's a winner there.
Oh, most definitely. One of the best people I've ever met in my life to this day.
I'm telling you, man, he took me under his wings, man, and just groomed me and then made me into the person I am, you know.
Yeah, same with me.
Ricky, what is it like when, you clearly have a connection with the guys you played with in the posse and also your head coach back then. That's a rare thing in the NFL to play with such a tight group that won so much and a head coach and to revere them and have that relationship that you still have.
Yeah, it's like family, you know. Every time we come up there for homecoming, it's like going to a reunion, you know, a family reunion, and everybody is respecting everybody and laughing and all the good times and all the bad times, you know. So it's just like a family. I mean, it's nothing but love between us. And I played on different teams. I played in Atlanta and Miami, and nothing compared to Washington Redskins, the Commanders.
Yep, most definitely. Well, I appreciate y'all taking my young tail in as one of y'all. I feel good every time I'm around y'all. I'm a big history buff, so anytime I'm around y'all, you know I'm picking y'all brain, and I have fun having conversations with you.
Oh yeah, you're already in the family, man. Shoot, you should be on that out there on stage in a comedian. Had us laughing with that story with that lineman you had to cook for him at the wash his blood.
Yeah, Big Darryl Gardner moved in my house involuntarily. You know, it happened. I couldn't get him out of there. He's 6'6", 300 pounds. I couldn't ask him to leave, Ricky.
You just couldn't tell him go.
No, I couldn't tell him to go. He had me cooking eggs and grits for him and everything.
You need help, boy.
Well, thank you for coming on with us, Ricky, man. I know we had a little, had to figure some stuff out. Thank you for coming on the phone, man. I can't wait to have you on Get Loud again. Thank you for coming on, Hall of Fame.
Thank you, Ricky.
And one thing I want to do, man, it's kind of aching on me. The posse, you got Art, Gary up in the Ring of Fame, and I'm the only one in the posse that's still not in it. So I have to start advocating for myself.
All right, well, how about I start advocating for Ricky Sanders to be in the Ring of Fame? We're gonna get that moving,
absolutely.
baby. You should be in there, and we're going to do everything we can to get you there.
I love it, man. Hey, and I love you guys, man. Y'all take care.
All right, love you. I
Appreciate
got
you,
your
Ricky.
back, brother. We get you in that Ring of Fame.
Man, anytime you have a legend on the show, you always learn so much. And like you said, when we started this interview, the history of this franchise is so great.
So deep.
Yeah.
And that allows you to sometimes forget about a greatness of a Ricky Sanders.
Absolutely.
And I was having a conversation with Gary. And after that Super Bowl, Ricky went off in that Super Bowl.
He sure did.
All right. And he said when they got back to practice the next offseason, they called because Ricky was actually not playing slot receiver. He was playing H-back.
Okay.
And they called for the starters to come out, and Art didn't move, and Ricky didn't move. Gary was the only one that ran out because after Ricky had that Super Bowl show, they didn't know who the starter was. So that's when Coach Gibbs said, no, all three of y'all start now. And that started the slot position.
Really?
Because Ricky actually was playing H-back.
I didn't know that.
Yes, a lot of people don't know that. I found that out from Gary and Ricky talking to me about it.
And then boom.
Yeah, and now you got the three wide receiver set, and between the only people that was running the three wide receiver set at that time was Washington and the Houston Oilers. All right.
Oh,
yes, Haywood Jeffries, Warren Moon, the rest of those guys, and that's when the three wide receiver set really became a fad.
Which was started the transition from like a running back lead to like a passing lead.
Yes.
That's a good call. Here's another good call. SeatGeek. They have your ticket to the best live concerts in the DMV area at Northwest Stadium. SeatGeek makes it easy to catch world-conquering tours and high-wattage performances from your favorite artists all summer long. SeatGeek has the best seat, your seat for an unforgettable summer. From rock royalty to rap superstars, R&B to country, find it all on SeatGeek, the official ticketing partner of Northwest Stadium. Summer concert season is underway with SeatGeek. Our Anna is ready to go?
Ready to go. Got the voicemail ready.
Oh, okay.
I only have one concern. I think I might have blown out my phone speaker. I got caught in the rain in DC. If anybody was in DC on Sunday, and there was a torrential downpour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my phone might have. Hopefully the water evaporated out.
You can just tell us you got an iPhone 3.
I know it's one of the
updates.
newer ones. I got one last year. Remember?
All right.
It's better. Okay. It's better than what it was.
You got the 4.
Basically. Okay.
Smooth, Jinx, Anna, how's it going, y'all? This is Emmett and Gavin from right here in Northern Virginia. We were just calling to say that we love the show and watch the pods every single week. We heard on the last episode that you guys shouted out some kids for getting bounced at Duffy's right in front of the legendary Doug Williams, and we want to let you know that was us. So reach back to this number so we can get all that merch that Fred was talking about. We're super hyped for this upcoming season and to watch Jaden prove all the sophomore stump claims wrong. Now we just got one question for Smoot. We've heard a lot about these players switching from offense to defense, like Mikey going from the other way around. So, Smoot, do you think that you could have switched to receiver during your career and proved all the allegations that corners are just receivers that can't catch wrong? Thanks, y'all. Peace.
So yeah, those were our fans who unfortunately got turned away at Duffy's, but we think we found them. So
you know what?
Thank you, guys.
Yes, I could have played
Thanks for
wide
coming.
receiver because anybody tell you they ever played with me, I had great hands. Like that was one of my things. I played wide receiver in high school, went for 1,000 yards. Like everybody,
damn.
I played wide receiver at Mississippi State. All right? I played both ways at Mississippi State.
And didn't Tana play corner at one time?
In high school.
In high school, yeah.
Yeah, so, yes, we can play both ways. If they needed me to be a receiver, who could I say my career would have mimicked? What type of receiver would I have been? I probably would have been more of a Justin Jefferson type receiver.
God.
Right.
You choose like arguably the best receiver in the game. I think I would have been like Jerry Rice.
No. What I'm saying is the body type.
Okay, I thought God.
No. I'm
Probably
just saying,
similar to Jamar
the body
Chase.
type, the quickness in and out of cuts.
Okay,
All right,
gotcha.
the fact that I had a pair.
So style-wise.
I had a pair of soft hands. These
Okay.
hands right here were sponsored by Pampers. All right, like if you're dropping a baby out of a building that's on fire, you want me to catch it.
Pampers hands.
Pampers hand. Drop them right here in the lovage, right here.
Love it.
Drop them right here. So all I'm saying, I would have been. I think I would have been a very good receiver. I'd probably been similar to Jimmy Smith.
Ooh, that's a good call. And hell of a receiver
I grew up. Jimmy Smith is from Jackson, Mississippi. He went to my rival high school.
Okay.
And when I did what they call Dream Camp, Steve McNair used to throw what we call Dream Camp every year, where he would bring all the NFL players and all us high school players, and they would go at us. Like, we would go against them on 7-on-7.
Oh, wow.
And I'll never forget, Jimmy was just routing me apart. And they was not easing up on us.
Jimmy could play, though.
Yeah, like, they was not easing up on us. But as a 9th, 10th, and 11th grade, I'm like, all right, I get better every year I come to this camp.
Yeah.
So after Steve started throwing it, I started throwing the Dream Camp. So it tell you, like, you never know who you touching. Father as a person, and that's what Steve McNair did for us.
I love that when a pro, like, everybody thinks they can play with the pro.
Until they do.
Until they do. Like, I saw a video of Alex Caruso from the Thunder.
Yeah.
Just cooking people at, like, a local gym. And they're trying to, and I'm like, dude, this guy has
the last dude on the bench in the NBA
it will work you.
Will work every person in America. He would give them 50.
Yes, that's right.
Easily.
It's so funny because Logan, I don't know if he's told the story on Command Center Pod about him. Somebody asked him to play a game in their like flag football league.
Oh yeah, he dominated.
And like he crushed it. And he was like, guys, you have no idea like how good the people I play against are.
Right.
Like, when you were coming out of high school, Fred, did you think you had like a chance to maybe play wide receiver in college, or you just knew you were going to be a DB?
No, I was going to be a DB because me and Tanner talk about this all the time. At wide receiver, my career actually leans on who throwing me the ball. And at corner, I get to make my own way. I get to control my own destiny. I can't control my own destiny at wide receiver. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to be a hater my whole life. And I'm going to be a cornerback. And I'm going to control my own destiny. I'm going to stop wide receiver for catching the ball. And because I felt like it's more bad quarterbacks out there than good quarterbacks. So my chance of landing with a good one wasn't high. I had a good quarterback in high school, and his name was Fred too. So we used to call it Fred on Fred connection. His name was Fred Ishman. Fred Smoot. And he threw me the ball every time. Like he did not care. He made sure the ball touched my hand. And that's how I caught 15 touchdowns as a senior. Like, I could catch the ball.
Oh my gosh. Well, we ready for the next?
Let's do it.
But that's I love that story. I think we had quite a few this week, but I'll hit one more.
All right.
703 726 7419.
Ooh.
Smooth. James.
That's nice.
Anna. This is C. Michael Henson.
It's our guy.
I got a question for you. Have you ever gotten goosebumps, teary-eyed, and had your heart skip a beat all at the same time? Well, that is exactly what happened to me when I saw our current players rocking our new nostalgic uniforms. Man, let me tell you, it immediately took me back to my top 2 favorite Washington games of all time. Number 2 being the 1982 NFC Championship game against the Cowboys, and number 1, the Super Bowl 22, the quarter. us breaking Super Bowl records, and of course, Doug Williams' historic performance at QB. Now, 2 of our games are going to be Sunday night football games. That's when we're going to be wearing those uniforms, but that's going to be difficult for me because I'm a teacher and I live in North Carolina. But I'm gonna make a way. I'm gonna find a way to make it to those 2 games. I'm already going to definitely be at the Christmas game, but I'm gonna find a way to be at those Sunday night games some way, somehow. Until then, love y'all. Peace.
Love you, brother.
Love you, man. Good to hear from you.
You know what, Jinx? Those jerseys, you know, my rookie year, we were the last to wear those jerseys.
Yeah.
We were the last to wear those exact jerseys. We was also the last to do training camp in Carlisle.
Okay.
That Mark Schottenheimer team was the last to do everything traditionally. Mm-hmm. Like everything traditionally. So I feel like I made it right there at the end of greatness. Yeah. Right there at the end of greatness. So I feel good that I got a chance to represent the past and wear those jerseys and represent the great history of this team. And I can see he's right. I'm sure a lot of fans are going to get a lot of nostalgia out of seeing those jerseys wore by JD5 and wore by the new lineage of this team. So I think it's all good, man. And I think the jerseys are fresh. I got to put one on. I put the JD5 on.
Oh, they just look right. It feels right.
It feels right.
It does.
It's like going to grandma's house. And you know that candy been there for like 4 months, sitting there. But I'm going to eat it anyway, you know? Because grandma's house ain't got no germ.
And you're like, you're still good. You're still good.
We talk about stuff from the past that we had no business doing. How much bacteria was on that candy?
Oh, God. No telling.
Your cousin just came over here 2 days ago, probably spit all over it. All right? Like, people probably put their hands in it. Like,
it's hard to mess up hard candy. I mean, you can roll that in the dirt and it'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm just saying, between that and the fruitcake, we should have been ashamed of ourselves. Like,
I just want to state for the record, this is the first time in history anyone has ever transitioned from NFL uniforms to fruitcake. You found a way, my friend.
No, all I'm saying, it hit me, Jinx. It hit me that it's still going on. Like, this is one of the few things from the 80s that's still prevalent. Is people buy and give as a gift. Like, if somebody walked up to me and said, "Merry Christmas, Fred, here go a fruitcake," I'm gonna say, "Merry Christmas to you too. Here go your fruitcake back."
In fact, I won't even touch it. You can keep
I'm not touching it. Like, that's useless. Like, it's useless.
We talked to Ricky Sanders.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So one of the great receivers, I don't know, top 5. Some people would say yes, some people would say no. But if you were ranking, or it doesn't even have to be in a specific order.
Yeah.
The 5 best receivers in Washington history.
Who would I name?
Yeah.
Ooh, all right. The posse period. Let's start there.
Okay.
There go 3.
Okay.
Ricky Sanders,
Okay.
Art Monk,
Okay.
Gary Clark.
You got 2 left already.
I only got 2 left.
Okay.
And I might need to go back in the past.
Yeah.
No, Bobby ain't considered. He was a tight end, all right?
You're not going to consider Bobby Mitchell?
He a tight end, right?
He's a receiver.
See, Bobby was a hybrid.
Well, he and Charlie both started as running backs, correct?
Yes.
Like early on, and then they transitioned to receiver.
So Bobby got to be in there.
So does Charlie, right?
So then there's no Santana?
Well, then
There's no Pierre Garçon?
you got to get 10 in there.
I love me some Pierre Garçon too now. All right, yeah, that's hard.
It's hard.
That's hard because I don't forget about the past.
No, you have to. The past, I know for a lot of people, it's very boring. I think, but the important thing about the past is it gives you context to understand where you are now.
The best athlete to ever play for the Washington football team is Sammy Baugh.
I'm not going to disagree with you.
Sammy Baugh led the team in passing yards, rushing yards, and interceptions, and return yards in the same year.
How serious
Did you hear me? Passing yards, rushing yards, interceptions.
Amazing.
Amazing. Slinging Sammy
I thought
Baugh.
you were giving me financial advice for a second. I need you to invest in more bonds.
Yeah.
Your portfolio is way too aggressive right now.
I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
So, I don't know, man. I can't. That's why I don't like to do lists.
Yeah, I get that.
That's why I don't like to do lists. Because one, I'm deep. I know too much history.
Yeah.
So most people be like, man, you ain't giving the guys, you know. I'm like, man, I can't leave these guys out of here. Then I sure want to put Tanner in that group.
That's true.
Yep. So I got a 5A and a 5B, and Tanner happened to be the 5B.
God, I'd get Tan in there. I'd work him in the top 5.
Yeah.
He was awesome.
What about yours? Who's yours?
Oh, I might leave Ricky out, but then again, he was part of the posse. And also, you have to take a look at the fact that when you're playing with 2 other great guys like that, there's only so many footballs.
Balls. There's so many balls.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, he was I also was huge in the Super Bowl, too.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that. I think you're right, man. Those are definitely all the top 6 guys, though, right?
Let's go top 6.
Yeah.
And there you go right there. With 7, Pierre Garçon. That's my dude. I love Pierre.
You want to geek out?
Hey, why not? You know, the one thing I do a good job of when I'm at home and I'm bored, Jinx, I just go fact checking. I just go around. I go looking for stuff that most people won't even read about. And I go read about it, man. And sometimes it's strange. Sometimes it's good. You never know.
You find some good stuff, though.
Yeah.
Some stuff that we'd had to triple check.
I'm an idiot. All right. This is in honor of training camp.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is in honor of training camp. All right. The smell of freshly cut grass is a distress signal. All right. It's the other grass warning the other grass of intimate danger. So when we smell of that fresh cut grass and we like, that's how it smell, it's actually the other grass warning that it's finna get clipped soon because it just got clipped. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm trying to follow here.
All right. When grass get cut.
So this is the grass that hasn't been cut.
No, this is the grass that's been cut.
Warning the grass that hasn't been cut.
That hasn't been cut. That intimate danger is on its way. And that's the smell that we smell when we smell freshly cut grass.
Is this true?
Yes.
I am fact checking now.
What?
As soon as you said it, I see Anna go.
Every time.
Okay.
Every time we have something.
It is. You're right. It's it plays a role in plant communication and plant defense against herbivory.
Yes.
Functioning as a distress signal. Yeah, warning other plants of imminent danger.
Yes.
Really?
Okay. I guess so. In some instances, is a way to attract predators of grass-eating insects.
Yes. So it's grass warning the other grass.
Like, hey,
something's
coming.
Just similar to lumberjacks when they cut trees. The trees warn the other trees of intimate danger. Yeah.
What's funny about that is, like, what is the grass going to do that hasn't been cut? Like,
it can't move.
No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
but at least I'm signaling. That's telling you that the earth is connected in ways we don't benefit and we don't give it what's the name. And I know I talked about this last time, but I haven't got over the alcohol with a toe in it.
Oh, yeah. That was... Was that Canada?
Yes, Canada with the sour toe drink.
The sour toe?
With a human toe in it. Listen.
It got a hold of you.
It did something to me. Like,
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, there it is.
I've seen it.
Oh,
We're
man,
good.
that thing is rank. That looks like Deion Sanders' old
Yeah,
toe.
it's like the toe prime left in Mississippi.
Remember that? Yeah.
I'm telling you.
You ever see the picture of Deion's feet before he had them?
No, come on.
my
He gave
God.
me his cleats. He gave me his locker. I have seen them bad toes 100 times.
They were bad then?
Oh my God!
Listen.
There was a
They've always
time when
been
I'm not kidding. His like toe was on.
It was on top of each other.
They were
Yeah.
top of each other.
Yeah.
Oh.
That because he had turf toe too. That what made him retire with the turf toe. So yeah, most definitely. But if I want to know where can I buy this drink, and I want to know who toe it is. I want to know.
There's got to be a story. Well, when you wrap up a show talking about Deion Sanders' toe and Will Smith V, that's pretty much your cue right there. It's a Get Loud podcast. Hey, we got a lot. Next week, maybe we'll have some more rankings. Maybe. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you know, I'm not ranker.
Yeah. Fred Smoot and Michael Jenkins. Have a great week.
We wanted to share that we've been nominated for a People's Choice Award in both the Best Sports and Best Comedy categories. Do us a solid and place your vote for us at podcastawards.com. That's podcastawards.com. We appreciate you.
The views and opinions expressed by our podcast guests and or hosts are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of the Washington Commanders or any of their representatives.